Alright, three. I've reached the end. I've done it. Silent Night. The remake. A loose remake from 2012. This was a long journey over the last couple of days. So here we are. Silent Night. Like I said, this is a loose remake of the 1984 original. It stars Jamie King, Malcolm McDowell, and Rick Skeen as the psychotic Santa Claus. Also Donald Logue's in this movie. So, I will say there are nods to the films. There's bugs in some scenes, I guess you can say, as part of 4. Then one of the kills, they redo a couple kills actually. They redo the antler kill from the first one, and they redo the light choke kill. Also, the killer, Santa Claus, has an axe, much like Billy in the original, and yes, they do have a callback to the second one when the sheriff, played by Malcolm McDowell, tells your deputy to take the trash out. And the deputy says, I quote, "What do you think this is? Garbage day?" Garbage day! So, yes, the story here is that the psychotic Santa Claus is out killing people around Christmas time in this movie, and he's just killing people. I mean, there's a reason to it, but the reason they give doesn't make any sense. So, yes. Jamie King plays Officer Bradamore, and her father used to be a cop too. And she tells him that she can't make it to their Christmas party because she has to track down a psychotic Santa Claus that's killing people. And he says, "You can do it. It's not the first time Bradamore has taken down a psychotic Santa Claus." So, yeah, it's a callback to what happened with that years earlier. So yeah, the effects in this are pretty good, I think. Characters are okay. Malcolm McDowell is just yelling for the whole time. Donald Logue has a brilliant rant that he does in this film that's actually pretty good. I couldn't say it back or anything, but it was just try to find that scene. That was pretty good. He gets locked in jail and he starts ranting and raving. Stop yawning. So yeah, like I said, kills are decent. Like I said, the callback kill with the antlers. Where he puts this half-naked lady through the wood chipper. He takes this little hook thing, he hooks the woman in the back, hooks the other guy in the nuts with it. That was pretty cool. He axed the guy in the eyeball, the deputy. And the deputy is, this is kind of stupid. So the deputy goes to take the trash out, right? He says that line. And then he hears music coming from this car, so he knocks on the window. The car window rolls down, but there's nobody in the front seats at all. How they run down I understand you push the button, I guess, but I don't understand. And then axe comes swinging out, kills the guy. So I don't know. So let's do the reveal here. So the story goes that we know of is that Roy Jones Sr. Killed his wife and started a killing spree. But he was subdued by Bradamore's father. What we find out at the end is that Jones had a Ronald Jones Jr., not Roy Jones Jr. Ronald Jones Sr. We find out at the end is that Ronald Jones Sr. had a son, Ronald Jones Jr. Except they used the same actor to portray this character years later, and this kid was maybe 8 or 9 years old. He actually is like in his 40s. I seriously doubt that, like, Jamie King, I'm assuming that Jamie King's character wasn't born yet, or she would know about it. So, and Jamie King was like 30, mid-30s. This guy was mid-40s. I'd have to think it would work. I don't know. It's just weird to me. But yeah. But we don't get this in exposition from any of the cops. And it's not brought to the attention of any of the cops. Because she sets his ass on fire. We assume that he's dead. But then we get a scene showing him in a car. And it shows a flashback that he's Ronald Jones Sr. And then it just ends. Okay. Why? What? Okay, I get you need to show the audience who he is. But the fact that he's driving away in a truck, stops to look at the ID to show, or to picture whatever, to show who he is, and then we get a flashback. Why couldn't you have the cop? It would make more sense if the cops found the body and searched for ID and found it. Ronald Jones Sr., it was his son. And if this was a revenge thing, why kill everybody in the fucking town first? Why not just go after Bradmore's father? Because that would make too much fucking sense and the movie would be over. No, we gotta have a bunch of senseless killings that don't connect at all with his revenge story. And then at the climax, he can go. See, that's why these kinds of movies, oh, this guy's out for revenge, but he's not going to go for his revenge till the climax. It makes no sense. If he's out for revenge, I get it if he's out for revenge for several people. Like, there's 7 people and he's got to kill each and every one of them. That's one thing. Like Mrs. Voorhees killing all the camp counselors. That's one thing. But this is one person. This is Bradmore. This is Bradmore's father. You know? Why wait to the climax? It just doesn't make any sense. The only thing I can think of is because of plot convenience. And because we wouldn't have a movie if we just killed him right away. He could have. He could have been the first victim that was killed. And then they started an investigation as to who would want him killed. And this would lead back to the Jones family. That would make too much sense now, wouldn't it? So no, we gotta be nonsensical. Because that's what this fucking series is nonsensical. I tell you what though, this was more enjoyable than the last 2. Than the last 3 actually. I'm gonna do my ranking. It's gonna be a weird one. I may do it tonight, I may do it tomorrow. I don't know, but I'm gonna do a ranking. But as it stands, Silent Night gets a 6. I'll give it a 6. It's fine. Nothing to write home about. 6. So what are your thoughts on Silent Night? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. See you in the next one.